Welcome back to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It is game day. Fever game day. Let's go. Listen, man, I know all the controversy, all types of foolishness is going on, but look, we got to stay focused. Are we trying to win a championship or what? Are we trying to win a championship or what? If that is the case, we got to turn the page and we have to focus on the task at hand, which is the Golden State Valkyries. We can't be worried about what happened last game. We beat that. Those were some bums. We beat them by 20, but yeah, we blew them out. The sun didn't stand a chance. The sun wasn't going to shine that day. No chance. We got to focus on the Golden State Valkyries and what they present as a formidable opponent. Now, listen, coming into this season, we thought the Golden State Valkyries would be the Dallas Wings. We thought the Golden State Valkyries would be the Chicago Sky. We thought the Golden State Valkyries would be where the Connecticut Sun are. They're clearly not. They're just one game under 500, and they barely lost last game, and they lost players to the overseas stuff. They lost Julie Van Loo. They lost a few players to that. So they lost some pieces. And they're still competing. Like, they're not getting blown out in these games. They blew out the Aces. Like, they beat good teams, and they have been in close games in losses versus good teams. Like, the Golden State Valkyries are not going out here getting blown out. They're actually playing good basketball, and this will not be a walk in the park. And their fans show up. I don't know if people have been paying attention, but their fans are showing up to these games. So the first thing we have to do in order to make sure we ensure victory versus the Golden State Valkyries is, we got to play fast. Get your track shoes, baby. Get your track shoes. We got to play fever basketball, like Caitlin Clark said. We got to get up and down, push the pace. We have to run off of makes and misses, okay? If they make a basket, we need to be snatching the ball out of the net and pushing it up the floor. They got players on their team that can, but the thing is, they have players on their team that can play our style. Kate Martin likes to run up and down, that running the gun Iowa style. She was there with Caitlin Clark. Timmy Fagbenle was with the Indiana Fever last year. She knows the style in which we want to play, and she knows she can get up and down. Now, can the rest of their team keep up? That's something to look for. But it don't matter who we play against. We have to enforce our style, our tempo, our pace. So that's the first key, is we have to play with the fast pace. We got to get up and down, push the ball. We need to be plus at minimum 15 fast break points. We need at least 15 fast break points, because that means we pushing the tempo at all costs. Okay, that's number one. Number two, we need to get to the Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston ball screen action. That is the most unguardable action in the WNBA right now. Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston in the ball screen. It's pick your poison. You're either gonna play drop coverage with the big, so Aaliyah doesn't get all these short rolls to the basket, which means Caitlin is gonna have a lot of space and a lot of opportunity to get clean looks at the rim, or you're gonna blitz and trap Caitlin out of the ball screen, which means she can find Aaliyah Boston, who can play downhill and can get to the basket and finish, or she can play make out of the short roll. It's the most unguardable action in the league right now to date. That's a fact. We have to stick with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We need to stick to our bread and butter, and Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark ball screen is our bread and butter, and we need to ride it. We need to go to it over and over and over, because it's been shown that it cannot be stopped. The third key to winning this game, Stephanie White. Stephanie White, I love the fact that you stepped up. I love the fact that you stepped up, defended the players, and went after these garbage refs, went after these temp agency refs, as Angry Fan Sports would say. I love that you did that. I will also love if you continue to stay out of the way on offense. That's all I've asked of you. Stay out of Caitlin Clark's way on offense. Now, our defense does need to be better. We do need to clean up on the rebounding, Stephanie White. We need to clean up on the rebounding. I'm watching people when People aren't boxing out. Caitlyn has to box out. Kelsey has to box out. We can't just, the ball comes off the rim and it's like people just tipping the ball all over the place and not securing a rebound. We have to secure rebounds, and offensively, Stephanie White has to stay out of Caitlin Clark's way. It is as simple as that. Those are my biggest three keys. The fourth key to winning this game. We got to be alert on the defensive end. We have to keep an eye on Kayla Thornton. She's averaging about 15 points and 7 rebounds. She can play, okay? She can play, and if you don't give her proper respect, she will light you up. Okay, you got to pay attention to her. She had 22 and 12 versus Seattle. She had 22 and 11 versus Vegas. She can play. She had 18 and 11 versus the Sparks. She just had 17 and 5 in the loss versus the Dallas Wings. Kayla Thornton is playing great basketball this year, okay? We have to get a hold of her. We cannot allow her to look, we got to win that matchup. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. We have to win that matchup. Kayla Thornton, she's a good player, but she should not be going off on us. She should not be going off on us. Under no circumstances should she be going off on us. And that's just what it is. We also need to get control of Timmy Benlay in transition and on the rebounds. They're a well-balanced team, okay? They're a well-balanced team. Everybody that comes in is a threat. They got 6 people averaging double figures. Now, some people have been hurt. Tiffany Hayes been in and out, but obviously they have balanced scoring, so we have to be alert. But the most important thing is we have to get Kayla Thornton under control. Veronica Burton, we got to keep her in front. She's their primary ball handler now. Veronica Burton, she's averaging about 5.5 assists per game. We got to keep her under control. I feel like if we do those 4 things, we ain't even got to worry about 5. If we do those 4 things, we should win this game. And we have to remember, we just took shots at the referees. They're not going to be on our side. I hope y'all don't believe just because you called them out, all of a sudden we're about to start getting a bunch of calls. It ain't going to work that way. It's not going to work that way, guys. We're not going to be getting a bunch of calls. It is what it is. It's as simple as that. We're not going to be getting a bunch of calls. So we got to do what we got to do to make sure we secure victory versus the Golden State Valkyries, a scrappy team that we should beat. We should beat this team. It is what it is. It's as simple as that, man. It is as simple as that. I will be live streaming for the game tonight. I will be live 20 minutes before the game. Make sure you pull up and chop it up. Let's get to it. It's a fever day. Let's get a big win. Let's get a big